Morning everyone. I'm going to try and be quick because I've tried to do this already and the kids keep coming in and I can't edit at the moment because my computer's broken, so I've got to try and do it in one take and I've had to cut it off and start again. Kids have broken my laptop, so I can't edit at the moment. The screen is actually hanging off and it won't connect to the internet. It's going on something about an adapter, which you shouldn't have an adapter because it's Wi-Fi. I don't know what's happened. Kids have got hold of it and just ruined it, so I think I'm going to have to save up and buy myself a new laptop, which the kids cannot touch because they've just ruined it. Charlie says she'll do some editing for me, so I will do a vlog where Charlie can upload it, but she's working quite a lot at the moment, and she's not getting from work till like 4:30. By the time we've had dinner and that, she's just not in the mood for editing, so that's why we've not done a vlog this week. It's not because I don't want to, I do want to, I just can't edit it. Yeah, so there you go. This is just a quick pregnancy update. It is a family vlogging channel and I'm going to leave it as that, and I'm not going to turn it into a whole bump date, this, that and the other's going on, but we sort of threw the pregnancy on you quite unexpectedly and people are probably like, oh, how far along are you and what's going on and all that. Hopefully you've watched our gender reveal and you know the baby's a girl, so I will refer to her as she, not it. Which I was trying very carefully not to do before because nobody knew, only me and Rich knew what it was, kids didn't know or anything, so I was trying not to let it away, and someone watched it and went to me, you said hey. So no, I didn't say here, I said it's, but that was proven to be wrong anyway because it's a girl. Yeah, so I am 17 weeks pregnant today. I will show you, as I said, not bump date, but I'll show you my bump. I've got quite a visible bump now, I can't hide it anymore. I found out I was pregnant the day before my birthday. My birthday's 16th of January, it was 15th of January. I didn't actually feel pregnant, but I didn't feel right. Something just felt off. So I did a test just to rule it out, not expecting it to come up positive, and it did. I was like, oh God. And it was a Blues Eye test, which are renowned for giving false positives. So I thought, I'm not going to trust that. I'm going to wait till tomorrow and do a first response. Did that, and it came up a blazing positive. In fact, the test line was darker than the control line. So I was like, right, well, there's no denying that one, is there? So I was going to keep it quiet and not tell anybody. But Rich kept saying to me, what's the matter with you? You're really quiet. And I was like, nothing. And then everybody bought me gin for my birthday. My best friend bought me passion fruit flavoured gin. I got a gin glass, gin chocolate. Rich bought me gin. I'm not an alcoholic. I do just like a drop of gin every now and then. And everybody bought me gin, and I just thought, I can't drink any of it. And Rich and Charlie go, no, it's your birthday, have a drink. And I was like, yeah, in a minute, I'll have one in a minute. And I thought, I'm just going to have to tell him. So I said to him, you may have given me just a little bit more than gin for my birthday. And he went, what do you mean? And I whipped out the test. And he went, yeah, but is that right? And I went, well, according to this one I done yesterday. And he was like, oh, well, happy birthday. And then I went to the GP. She arranged some blood tests for me at the early pregnancy unit because I have a history of miscarriage. They phoned me up and said your HCG level, which is the pregnancy hormone level, is very high. At 4 weeks, it should only be up to, I think it was 450 or something, and mine was 1,600 and something. So she said, are you sure of your dates? And I went positive. I know exactly my dates. So they arranged a scan, and all they could see was an empty sac. And I was like, oh God, that's not good. And she said, at this level, if your hormone level is over 1,600, we would expect to see a baby in there by now. So, of course, I've panicked, come home, started Googling. And then I just thought to myself, there's nothing I can do about it. It's out of my hands, nothing I can do. So I just left it. Went back 10 days later, they found a baby with a heartbeat. Everything was fine. I booked a private scan at 8+5 because I just wanted to know that everything was okay. I'd had a scan at 6+6. My next scan wasn't until 12 weeks. I just wanted a bit of reassurance that everything was all right. And she said the baby's actually measuring 8+5, 8+6, exactly where it should be. Everything looked fine. Then we went for a 12-week scan, and that's where everything started going wrong. The 12-week scan was on the Monday. My nan's funeral was on the Friday. And I'd said to Rich, I know we normally tell people after the 12-week scan, but I'd prefer not to because of the time. The time is not right. We'll leave it and do it afterwards. They started scanning me. Obviously, being a mother of 8, I know what a normal scan looks like. And I noticed there was something wrong with the baby straight away. The fat pad at the back of the baby's neck, which is called the nuchal translucency fold, in all babies that fills with fluid, and an average amount of fluid at that point is between 1.3 and 1.9. Anything over 3.5 is considered abnormal, and I could see that it was quite big. I will show you a picture. I do not like this picture because they caught the baby in a funny position and she looks like she hasn't got a face, but I promise you she has got a face. This bit here should be a very, very, very thin line. Very thin line. As you can see, it goes from there to there, so it's quite a big gap. I didn't say anything to anybody. The man doing the scan was a trainee sonographer. He measured it and said it's measuring 4.4, which is way over what it should be. Before I knew it, we'd been rushed into a what they call it, screening midwife, who was explaining the risk of Down syndrome, Patel syndrome, Edwards syndrome, this, that and the other. Offered us the CVS test, which is they stick a needle, it's about as long as a knitting needle and slightly smaller, but it is quite a big needle. They put it into the stomach. It's not painful, but it's uncomfortable, and they take a biopsy of the placenta and check it for chromosomal disorders, because the placenta is shared DNA with the baby. We had the results back. I didn't actually have it done on that Monday. He said, I'd rather you have a blood test first, and it will give you your risk factor of 1 in whatever. It came back that our risk of having a baby with Downs, Patter's or Edwards syndrome was 1 in 8, which is quite high. They booked me in for the CVS on the Thursday, and I phoned them up and said, I can't do Thursday because you're meant to rest for 48 hours afterwards, and I've got my nan's funeral on Friday, so I'm going to have to leave it till the following week, which was awful because I had to go for my nan's funeral. Obviously I was really distraught anyway. I love my nan to pieces, and I had that hanging over my head as well, not knowing whether or not the baby was alright. I had the CVS the following Monday. They phoned us Wednesday and said the initial results show that the baby does not have Edwards, Patter's or Downs. The microarray tests, which they do a test to check for other stuff like I think it's cystic fibrosis, sickle cell anemia, stuff like that. We'll be back in 2 weeks. They actually phoned me a week later and said they've come back, everything's normal. Would you like to know the gender? I said yes, and they said it's baby girl. So this will be girl number 6 to go with our 3 boys. We have no girl stuff. We have no pram. I have to go out and buy a pram. We kept some of Frankie's stuff. Not Frankie's, sorry. He's nearly 16. Some of Toby's stuff, but obviously he's a boy. And most of his stuff I did give away because one of our friends had just had a little boy and I gave most of his stuff away. So I have a cot, I have Moses' basket. That's about it, really. So I've ordered a couple of baby girl bits. I'm still in the back of my mind, even though I'm 17 weeks, thinking it's still very early on, something might go wrong. I'm a bit of a half glass full type person, and it's quite difficult to know whether or not everything's going to be alright, but we'll just wait and see. Hopefully, fingers crossed, she'll be fine. The kids, there's Toby trying to get in the door. We'll leave that door locked for a minute. I'm not neglecting him, it's just that if he comes in here he's going to be wanting stuff. The kids were okay. Frankie wanted a boy. Tommy wanted a boy. The girls weren't too bothered. The only one that really wanted a girl was Rosie. Wait a minute! The others were like, I don't care what it is. And it was quite funny because at the gender reveal, and Charlie didn't catch it because she cut it off really quickly after we popped the cannons. At the gender reveal, Tommy, we popped the cannons and I turned around and I saw Tommy run indoors and slam the door shut. And I thought, oh, he's got the ump, because he was so adamant that he wanted a little brother. And we've gone to open the door and he'd locked us in the garden. Everybody that was here watching Jennifer was locked in the garden, couldn't get in. And we're going, Tom, open the door, banging on the phone. He's going, no, not till it's a boy. It doesn't work like that, mate. And he went upstairs, sobbed into his pillow for about an hour. So I felt really bad. In some ways I felt like I'd let him down, which sounds a bit silly because it's no one's fault, it's a girl. And ideally, dynamically, it would have been nice to have had another boy because we've got 5 girls. It would have been nice to have had 4 boys, but it is what it is. As long as she's healthy, I don't mind. Yeah, so there you go. That's my quick, not so quick, 9-minute pregnancy update. As soon as we can sort of get on and do a bit more, we will. But as I said, with Charlie working at the moment, my computer broken. It's not ideal. I think I'm going to have to try and see if I can either get this one fixed or buy a new one, but I think it's going to be cheaper to buy a new one because that one's in such a state. So there you go. Yeah, so we shall see you soon. Thank you very much for watching.